If your baby is going to die, and it doesn't have to, it shouldn't matter how much money you make.
Jimmy Kimmel and his wife welcomed their son, William Billy John, on April 21st, only to learn that he had a rare heart defect. At just 3 days old, Billy underwent emergency surgery at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. In a tearful monologue 10 days later on Jimmy Kimmel Live, the host shared his ordeal with viewers, along with a plea on behalf of the Affordable Care Act.
You know, before 2014, if you were born with congenital heart disease like my son was, there was a good chance you'd never be able to get health insurance because you had a pre-existing condition.
The emotional 13-minute speech transfixed the nation and rocked the healthcare debate. Now, 3 months later, in an emotional and tearful interview with The Hollywood Reporter's Seth Abramovitch, Kimmel offers an update on his son, more praise for the heroics at Children's Hospital, and some very cautious optimism about the future of healthcare. Kimmel shared an exclusive photo of his son visiting the show's set August 1st and says that Billy is doing great. He does, however, need to have 2 more open-heart surgeries. According to Kimmel, "We would like to get them over with and not have to think about it all the time, but it could definitely be worse." On his decision to address his son's situation on the show, the host said, "I knew I had to say something, and I knew that I would get emotional. It occurred to me that maybe we can make it into something positive. It just so happened that our government was deciding whether or not millions of people should have health care at that time. I think it made a big impact on American citizens. I'm not sure, based on how our so-called leaders voted, whether it made a big impact on the Senate or House." He also expressed his worry that those who oppose Obamacare will try hard to make sure it doesn't work. And when people are working against something, it makes it a tough road. Speaking of Obama, yes, the former president tweeted him after the monologue and said Kimmel, he sent a very nice letter. So did President Clinton, President George W. Bush, and a number of congresspeople. Kimmel says his goal always is to not make this a red or blue issue because he doesn't think it is. In fact, the host says he would love to talk to Trump about all this. "I would like to see, as a father and a person who prides himself on speaking the truth, what he thinks. If I were his next door neighbor and I didn't have health insurance for my child, I find it hard to believe he would ignore that." So guys, what's your take on Kimmel's baby update and our ongoing healthcare discussion? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to head to THR.com for the full interview with the host. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Paul Costabile.